Right-wing talking head Tomi Lahren is about to hit the wall. And since there is nothing she can do to stop it, she chooses to lash out at men on Instagram. What is hitting the wall, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Hitting the wall is when a younger woman gets older and starts to lose her looks. One way you could tell when a woman has hit the wall is when she begins to complain that there are no good men left. That's funny because when you were screwing them all every weekend at the club, you never seemed to complain about a lack of men or penis, but I digress. Other signs of hitting the wall also include when she can no longer depend on her sex appeal to control men and have them eating out of her hands. For a lot of women, this is a mindfuck. To go from hundreds of guys hitting on you every single day down to hundreds of them walking past you without even giving a second look. Man, that has to sting. I used to bang this chick named Brandy. I met Brandy when she was 19 years old. She was beautiful, long blonde hair, blue eyes, and had a great little slim body. I nicknamed her BB, short for Blonde Bombshell. BB loved to party, and she was very open sexually. I had no problem with that. I wasn't trying to be her man. I just liked banging her from time to time. Even when she had a boyfriend, her and I would always hook up at least once every few months and do our thing. This went on for almost 10 years, and then it happened. BB turned 30 years old and started to hit the wall. Those hometown girlish looks started to fade. She kept her body pretty fit, but she just didn't do it for me anymore. We lost touch, and I figured that was that. A few years passed, and I ran into her at a grocery store. I could not believe my eyes. She looked horrible, but it wasn't just from hitting the wall. BB had started drinking heavily and abusing pills. There's a ton of reasons people abuse drugs. BB's reason was she just couldn't deal with the reality of getting older and losing her looks. She started using to feel better and to self-medicate. I'm not a cold-hearted man, so I took her number and I tried to encourage her to seek help. She eventually went to rehab and got better, and she even married some guy that she met there. I wish her the best. Tomi reminds me a lot of BB, not because of the drug use, but the inability to deal with hitting the wall. Just like BB, Tomi is having a hard time accepting that her run as the hot blonde on Fox News is coming to an end. If any of you missed her tirade on Instagram, you didn't miss much. She said men were trash, and it's our fault that relationships don't work. We don't know how to treat women, and she's going to help us change. In fact, let me let you hear a little bit.
But something, as of recently, has been on my mind, and I consider myself a teacher, a helper, someone who could possibly inspire people to be better. So with that being said, this is a PSA for all the men out there. And
okay, let's start right there. If you as a man are willing to let any woman tell you how to be a man, then you're lost already, bucko, and there's nothing I can do to help you. In fact, get your beta male ass off my page and go hand wash your panties and try on some high heels. Now back to Tomi.
Now, I will also say this. All of my friends are attractive. All of my friends are successful. All of my friends have something going on. Almost every single one of them have an issue with men. And you have to start looking at that and thinking, if an age range of that many people, including myself, living really all over the country and being blonde, brunette, short hair, long hair, I mean, tan, super white, super pale. I mean, these women range in every body type and everything. They're all successful, they're all intelligent, they're all good people. But if all of these women, including myself, are having issues, then I have to think, it might not be us. It might be you. It might be men. It might be men. Now, I've often talked about the pussification of America and how men are no longer men. I talk to my mom about this a lot, and she says, well, maybe it's just the guys in Texas. Maybe it's just the guys in Los Angeles. Maybe it's just the guys. It is not just the guys in Los Angeles, Nashville, Dallas, and they're not any better in the Midwest. Quite frankly, I think they're trash all over this country in the age range of about 20 to I think about 55, maybe even 60. A lot of men are trash. A lot of men don't know how to treat women. A lot of men don't know how to really, quite frankly, pull their heads out of the sand and pay attention. So I am going to help you. And these are some of the things that I've experienced, and these are some of the things my friends have experienced. I'm just going to lay a few things out. They haven't all happened to me. Some of them have just happened to my friends. A lot of them have happened to me. So the first thing, and I've made notes. By the way, I've made notes. This is how invested I am in this because I've been thinking about this for about 2 weeks solid now.
I didn't get mad when I saw the video because I understood that it was a cry for help. Tomi has had plastic surgery before, and if you've seen her before pictures, let's just say they leave a lot to be desired. Tomi knows what it is to be the ugly chick in the group, and the thoughts of going back to that is driving her crazy. It's messing with her mind 24/7. My advice to Tomi is, while you still have your looks, to go and find yourself an older square, a man in his mid to late 50s with plenty of money. Seduce him, then trick him into marriage. Don't hesitate after the marriage. Go ahead and pop out 2 or 3 kids as fast as you can. A couple insurance policies, and there you go. And to all my players wondering, should you deal with the ones who have hit the wall? My question to you is, why would you? I've told you many times before that the women you choose to associate with represent you. And as a player, you should only deal with the top of the line females. You deserve the best in life, no matter if it's cars, clothes, food, housing, or women. This is the mind frame that a true player must have at all times. Settling for less will never get you anywhere in life. Remember, always shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll still be among the stars. Now, what about women like Tomi, who haven't quite hit the wall yet, and still have a few good years in them? If you want to try your luck and sharpen up your skills, by all means, do you, player. I'd rather not waste my time on someone going through the beginning stages of a mental breakdown, but whatever floats your boat. Anyway, what I need you guys to do is hit the link below and download my free ebook, 7 Ways to Attract Women. Read it and put it to use. Then follow me here on YouTube. Hit that like button and that little bell to be notified for when my next video is dropping. I drop videos every Thursday and Saturday. Play on, players.